It's a side impact safety thing. It still feels like a car to drive. As a performance driving enthusiast, driving aids are supposed to be but Subaru's Eyesight might actually change my mind. I'm just talking, and if you're still watching, what the frick are you doing with your life? Hello vlog, so we're in Manila Bay-ish area. And we're going to Subaru Manila Bay to pick up the Subaru XV. So I'm excited! We're inside a Subaru XV. I like it. It's so roomy. Loko. So that's gonna be our vlog for today. We're just gonna drive around the XV and look at it. So I was exploring the apps dun sa Android Auto thing, and now I'm playing Zoom. It's still tutorial though. What the heck? Ang kulit. Oh my god. So here is the 2022 Subaru XV GT Edition. So let's take a look at it. So this is the GT Edition. It has aesthetic stuff that the regular one doesn't have. Starting with the front, we have projector headlights already. Super sleek looking. So the headlight has this cute DRL. So cute. And over here, we have the front camera for the 360. And moving to the side, we have 18s. These are GT Edition wheels. So, ang cute niya. It looks like a flower. But most importantly, madali siyang linisin. So, the GT Edition wheel is wrapped in a Bridgestone Dueler HP. So, it's 225, 55, 18s. Ayan. Comfy big boy. And then over here, we have the side mirror. And this is the other half of the 360 camera. We have our GT Edition side skirt. Roof rail. Very, very pretty. And moving to the back, you have your rear spoiler. And obviously, a GT Edition emblem to differentiate it. Also, the camera for the rear is under the logo. Here we go. So that's the rear camera. And before I forget, dito yung fog light niya. Ayan. So under the hood, we have Subaru's signature boxer engine. So this is a 2-liter. It produces 155 horsepower and 196 Newton meters of torque. So this is the key. It's keyless. So to unlock it, you just have to put your hand on the handle. Bam! And the side mirror opens. And to lock it, just close it and soft touch. And it locks. And heading over inside, so here on the driver's side, you're greeted with power seats, and this one has memory, so it's easy to find your seating position agad. And on the left here, we have our window and side mirror controls. Getting in the driver's seat, this is what it looks like. So to start it, just step on the brake pedal and press the button. So here you're greeted with analog gauges with a digital display sa gitna. So here if you have your infotainment controls, your volume, your source and stuff. And here on the lower left is your controls for the dash menu. And on the other side, you have your adaptive cruise control buttons and your camera view and your SI button. Here in the center, we have our car status display. So look, if I press on the brakes, it also shows the brake light. Eee! Aliw! Okay, look, signal. There we go. And if I turn on the headlights, boom. In the middle, we have a radio and aircon controls, shifter, your parking button. So here in the center, we have our power outlet. So this is our Android or Apple CarPlay, and then we have a cigarette lighter. And if you go here to the center, you have your 2.1 amp USB port, so quick charging, and another cigarette lighter slot. So yeah, super convenient for charging all your borloloys at the same time. So here up top, we have a sunroof, and this is the controls. Here's your tilt, and here's your slide. Oh, too bright. And then you have your dome lights. So going to the rear, the first thing I noticed is actually this thing. So I googled it. It's a side impact safety thing, so it prevents the door from caving inside. So it goes into this slot. Wala lang, it's pretty cool to know that there's something like this. So sitting inside, the legroom is pretty ample. This is my normal driving position. So yeah, pretty comfy. I feel like I'll have to lean forward to talk to the people in front. Level of, it's pretty spacious. Headroom is pretty good, so whoop, whoop, whoop. And here at the rear, there's all of our kalat. So no, this is mostly our filming gear and it fits with room to spare. And what I love about this is if I'm in a mall, I can just hide all my kalat like this. Like so. So when you move your stuff, you see that we have anchors for baby seats. So when you need more room here at the back, all you need to do is go here in front, pull this tab, and it almost folds flat. So here's what it looks like from the back with the cover removed and the seats folding flat. Ayan, it's actually super luwag. So that's it for the walk around. I'm not really good at that stuff. I'd rather drive it. So if you want to learn more about it, so go to Subaru's website, link below. And let's drive it!
Transition to driving impressions. So behind the wheel, the first thing you notice is the ergonomics. So the seating is super good. It's easy to find your preference. It's electronic. And you have memory seats. And this thing is telescopic, up and down and telescopic. So it's super easy to get comfortable sitting in this car. Everything is where it's supposed to be. For me, except for the cup holders, it's a bit hard to get my coffee like that. Not like if it's coming from here. But other than that, I super love the ergonomics. So everything is easy to reach. I can reach the head unit no problem. And your hand just lands everywhere neatly. So as for the steering, it's super quick, super responsive. And the turn radius is not bad. So 4-lane U-turn, easy. Though the steering is a bit lacking in the feels department. So it's a bit of a learning curve to know how hard you can chuck it into a corner. It's a bit hard to feel or know where the tires are pointing. But anyways, majority of newer cars have this same steering feel vagueness din naman. So okay lang. But this XV in particular showed me that I'm okay to trade a bit of that steering feel for the steering lightness. Less pagod, so poise ako. Mataas pa health bar ko when I get to my destination. As for handling, the first thing you notice is Subaru's signature boxer engine. Kala nyo all-wheel drive na. So yes, the boxer engine is a big part of Subaru's signature handling characteristic. What do you mean the engine contributes to the handling dynamics? Well, let me explain. As you all know, Subarus come with boxer engines, so it goes like this, not like that. So that means most of your engine components are lower to the ground. Like your cylinder head, your injectors, yung ganon. And what I've grown to love about Subarus is that low center of gravity. Meaning, Subaru can still have that soft suspension, but still retain the sharp handling. So Subaru doesn't need to put on stiffer springs to counteract the role of taller engines. It's taller, diba? That's a lot of roll that you have to counter. Unlike if it's, lower to the ground. Ganon. It's a soft and comfy ride, but, you still have that performance. So yeah, it's a prevailing characteristic of all the Subarus that I've experienced in my life. So, my sister's VRZ, STI ng friends. It's really comfy. That's why despite the XV's tall ride height, it still feels like a car to drive. Now, I've heard from other reviews that the suspension can be too soft. So, I agree under normal driving circumstances. But where it actually shines is when you use it for, quote-unquote, urban off-roading, aka Philippine roads. So, like, Katipunan truck lane, or flying through the Katipunan Bridge later. So when you're not using the suspension much, it comes off as too soft. But when you get to use the full range of the suspension, that's where the damping is adequate. I'm surprised that the shocks can handle the body better when flying through all these obstacles. which is practically 99% of the Philippine roads. Oh, exactly. Boom. Which is practically 99% of the Philippine roads. Oh, exactly. Boom. Usually I'd fly there, but not today. Katipunan Bridge Junction, easy. Next, in the power department, you have enough. You'll never feel that it's lacking for your day-to-day needs. So that plus Subaru's asymmetric all-wheel drive system, you're sure and you're super confident that you can get out of any road condition. So it even has a mode that can get you out of deep mud and snow, but we're not gonna be able to test that out today. Now all that power is being transmitted through a CVT transmission. I know CVTs are usually associated with sluggish driving, but that's not the case for this car. CVT is surprisingly responsive, and I don't have a hard time positioning the car where I want to. Look at how fast this shifts. Just like that. Next, what I found surprisingly likable or something I really enjoyed is actually Subaru's Eyesight technology. As a performance driving enthusiast, driving aids are supposed to be You're supposed to hate it. But Subaru's Eyesight might actually change my mind. First off, my favorite is the adaptive cruise control. It's truly the lazy girl's dream. It allows you to match the speed of the car that's in front of you. So, let's say like EDSA traffic, you don't need to be modulating your gas and brakes all the time. You can just let the car do its thing. Just set the adaptive cruise control and the car will just follow the one in front of it. It just really helps that I don't need to switch my foot from gas and brakes all the time. And I also like that the adaptive cruise control has the screen. So it's confidence inspiring na alam niya that there's a car right in front of it and it's following it. You're confident it's gonna brake. Then we have the 360 cameras that are under the side mirror. I don't really need it. I can park the car just fine, but it's super nice to have. It makes parking all the more easier. I don't need to stick my head out the window to make sure I don't curb my wheels. I can just press this button on the steering wheel and I can cycle through the cameras. Subaru also has this pre-collision braking. So this was actually the feature that I was most worried about. I was scared that it would be intrusive, but not really with this one. It isn't intrusive. Even with the Philippine spec singitan sa traffic, it only gave me warnings, but it never intruded in the driving operation. And my most favorite thing about Subaru's Eyesight is it's so easy to just turn off all the aids. You don't need to go deep into your dashboard preference selection system to turn on and off the aids. All of the aids have their own physical button. So if you want to turn off lane assist, it's over here. Or if you want to turn off pre-collision, that's right there. If you find the blind spot monitoring annoying, it's over here on the left. Your adaptive cruise control is on your right thumb. So everything is within access, easy to turn on and off when you want it. So there's really no excuse to be annoyed with the system if you are, kasi andali lang i-on off eh. The next thing I like about this car is the infotainment system. So if you notice, the information stuff is all in a separate screen. So even if you're using the car's navigation system, you don't lose sight of the car's other vital information. Okay, so medyo Chini Jimenez category na to, but this car is so easy to vlog in. So you have your sunroof over here, our 360 is mounted up top, the windows are big, there's a lot of places I can mount the GoPro, and you have a lot of USB ports. Even here, I can charge the smaller stuff here or here, and I would know if the GoPro is still attached to the exterior of the car through the 360 camera. So that's it for today's video. I hope it was helpful. Our first review-ish. So leave a like, leave a comment. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing. I hope I helped you out with your decision or your car shopping. You can also follow us on our Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. And yep, that's it for today's video. Yun lang! Tututu! Hindi ko abot kasi luwag.